Kawasaki basically invented the beginner sport bike class back in the 80s with the Ninja 250, and that bike stood alone on the mountaintop for nearly 2 decades before the other manufacturers caught on. So then Kawasaki brought out the Ninja 300, and then now for 2018 we have this, the Kawasaki Ninja 400. So is this bike still the king of the entry-level sport bike crop? The answer is a resounding yes, but it's not the perfect motorcycle. To find out why, here are 5 things you need to know about the Kawasaki Ninja 400. Number 1 is the engine. The all-new 399cc parallel twin in the Ninja 400 is a real powerhouse for this entry-level lightweight sport bike, whatever you want to call it, category. It's got pretty good torque down low for its little displacement, but it has a lot of punch up top, revs to 12,000 RPM, so there's lots of over rev. It's a very flexible engine for this displacement size. It's fun, it's torquey, it's got power up top, it's everything both an entry-level sport bike rider would want. Also, it's everything an experienced rider could take advantage of too. So it's got a little bit of both worlds. It's a really fun engine. Good job, Kawasaki, on that. At number 2, the Kawasaki Ninja 400 has some interesting ergonomic characteristics to it. The seat height at 30.9 inches is not super high for a sport bike. In fact, I can sit on it and flat foot it really easily, so that's a plus. However, the seat to peg ratio is really close, so that puts a pretty tight bend on your knees. It's not unbearable, but it's kind of weird for such a streetable motorcycle like this. And then the reach to the bars is okay, but then the angle of the bars are angled in a bit further than I'd prefer, so you're kind of riding in this clamshell sort of shape. Of course, I'm exaggerating a bit, but it feels a little bit too far inward for my taste. And then lastly, the distance from the pilot seat to the passenger seat, it's difficult to scoot backwards if you're an average size adult before you hit the rear seat here. So if you're trying to get into a tuck, you can't scoot very far back before you hit the passenger seat, and so your elbows start hitting your knees and you feel really cramped really fast. That said, if you're a smaller rider, you probably won't notice any of those things. Number 3 is the looks. Personally, I think this Ninja 400 looks great, especially in this KRT racing color scheme with the Kawasaki green. It's got a lot of that ZX-10 inspiration all around it, from the nose to the tail. This looks every bit the Kawasaki Ninja sport bike. You're probably not going to confuse it with a ZX-6 or a ZX-10, but you'll know right away that family lineage is there. Number 4 is the Ninja 400's handling. For such an inexpensive motorcycle, it is such an impressive bike as far as handling is concerned. It's really light, so it's really fun to just chuck it into corners, and then it'll just rail through and hold a line really well. I was pretty surprised by its ability to hold a line really well. The suspension is nicely tuned to absorb the bumps fairly well for, pretty basic items. What I didn't like though was on the street especially, the suspension overall is damped on the soft side, but high compression bumps, really jagged bumps on the road, you feel that through the suspension, and it comes up through the bars and through the seat. So it's kind of weird. Overall, the chassis pitch is soft, but over high compression, really jagged bumps, the suspension turns hard all of a sudden, and it jars back into your backside. So at number 5 is the price. This bike you see in front of me with the KRT color scheme and the ABS, it's $5,400, and that is the peak of the price range for the Kawasaki Ninja 400. Now, if you don't want ABS, or if you don't want the Kawasaki Racing Team colorway, you can get those options for less. So that just poses a great bargain as far as the Ninja 400 goes. Whether you're a beginning or entry-level sport bike rider looking for their first bike, or if you're an experienced sport bike rider or experienced rider in general looking for a play bike or a practice bike, something to just fool around on, the Kawasaki Ninja 400 is an excellent deal. And that's it. Those are the 5 things you need to know about the Kawasaki Ninja 400. If you like this video, please click the like button, leave me a nice comment below. If you didn't like it, tell me why in the comments below too. We'd love to hear from you. We want to know how to make these things better. And if there's another bike you want to see us review and talk about, also tell us in the comments below. Until next time, ride safe and we'll see you later.